Yo, what's up, y'all? I just want to jump on here real quick to share a little story about shadow integration. Shadow, that term is a Jungian phrase, I believe, Carl Jung. Anyway, it's about incorporating the dark side in a healthy way. My experience with this is a long time ago, about 10 years ago. Just found myself being like, I don't know what's going on. Wasn't a good place, didn't feel good about myself. And I realized I was the problem. I was weak physically, mentally, spiritually, and I didn't like it. I wanted to change, and I had to figure something else out. I had to figure it out. This is when I found Jordan Peterson's self-authoring program. That's why writing, getting a hold of yourself, knowing thyself is so important. And I realized through writing that all the way up until this point in my life, I had not lived a life of intention. I've just been reacting. Something happens, react. Something happens, react. Something happens, react. Coping mechanism. So naturally, I'm not going to really end up in a place that I really want to be in. Like my best self, what did I want? I wasn't there. Now, the thing is, I believe everyone has the capability of being good, being bad. As Solzhenitsyn says, the line between good and evil runs down the center of every man's heart and woman. And so everyone's going to experience negative emotions. Everyone's going to have desires. They're going to get angry, vengeful, lustful, too hungry, whatever. And let's say, for instance, you get real angry. You want to punch someone in the face. So what do you do about it? Okay, well, I am justified. Boom, punch them in the face. You know, in this situation, it's a sucker punch. They fall down, hit their head on the curb. They're dead. I go to jail for manslaughter. What a stupid decision. Now the guy's dead. Poor guy, he didn't deserve that. His family's got to deal with it. And I got to go be in jail. Bad move. Whereas if you're angry and you want to punch someone, for instance, and they're not immediately a threat to your physical safety, walk away. Take that anger, go to the gym, and go punch the bag for the boxing punch bag for a while. 20 minutes, you'll probably feel better. Probably feel a lot better. You'll probably be tired. And that's a very small example of a healthy way of incorporating anger. Now, of course, there are circumstances where maybe you have to punch someone in the face if you have to protect yourself. You got to protect your wife, your kid, your cat, whatever. But you'll know that as you go, as you live. You'll know the more you live, the more you'll know how to live, or you should. You should be able to have discernment about when it's appropriate. Give someone a smack. I need to do that to protect myself or someone else. And to just be like, you want to know what? I don't have anything to prove. I am not, have all these other things bothering me. So someone says something and then it's setting me off. I'm good. I can handle the situation. And, I think a lot of people's problems are like cultural problems, societal problems. Like there are big things happening and they affect people and it feels personal. Like for instance, there's no rite of passage into male adulthood, into manhood. Whereas in many societies throughout history, that's a normal thing. So they have like a ritual of like, you're not a boy anymore. You're a man now. So you stop doing boyish things. Now you do man things. And I like, without trying to make this like a societal video, industrial revolution, technological advancements, sitting in the cubicle all day, I'm not talking about whether or not that's good or the pros and cons of that. But a lot of these situations that people deal with manifest personally, but it's because of things that are very much outside of their control. But that's life, and you have to figure out how to figure out the best way to live. And now that's something everyone has to figure out for themselves. Like I have to become okay with my limitations. I'm not a genius. I'm not 6'9". I can't dunk. I'll go into the league anytime soon. You know, I have to accept that. I have to accept my limitations, accept the fact that I don't understand everything about life. Accept that I'm going to get angry. I'm getting old, you know, I'm going to get old. Like getting old, you know, going to get old. I'm going to die. That's a part of life. And you got to take that and accept it. I have negative emotions sometimes and incorporate those in a healthy manner. Now, that's largely why I stick to a pretty consistent physical regimen. Right now, training for the Ironman, climbing these mountains. Hopefully, I can get back to it when the summer comes. I have a bunch of real life responsibilities now, but that's life. So the best way the way to deal with your dark side is to incorporate it into a healthy channel in your life and try and use it for good. Namaste, baby.